Welcome to the channel, everyone. I'm Skratch. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Of course, this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. We've got some news about the upcoming summoning events for this weekend, guys. Now, the fusion is coming to an end tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, on Thursday, right? I've already completed mine, so I can't really see the date anymore. Expect to have a champion chase tournament this weekend. Now, that's something that was already confirmed by Plarium on their calendar right here. As you may notice, the rewards are not revealed just yet. Now, I have kind of like a bit of a hunch that this might be the champion chase tournament with Odin, right? Where he's going to be the first place reward. But it might not be as well, right? Because it wasn't confirmed just yet, and it is a bit strange to see it from 2x Ancients rather than 2x Voids, right? But to be honest, I feel like if they would do it with 2x on Ancients, people will spend a lot of money. And as I mentioned it before, guys, this weekend we will have a 2x on Ancient Shards. Now, it's up to you if you're gonna go balls deep and break all of your Ancient Shards that you have available. Pardon my French, but we will have a better chance to summon legendaries and epics from Ancient Shards. Personally, I will try to get the Titan points from the Champion Chase tournament, most likely. And that's something that will start this Friday. That's when the Champion Chase tournament starts. We're gonna have Titan points. As you guys can probably notice, we have a lot of events starting that are giving us Titan points, which is honestly not bad because we do want to get that 5-star soul for Thor, or at least personally, I want to get that 5-star soul because it's honestly a pretty solid champion. And I am thinking that I might replace my Val the Destroyer that has a 6-star crushing rend plus 1 empowerment in the Hydra clan boss with Thor. I think he will do a bit of more damage even with a 5-star blessing and no empowerment. But that's something that I'm going to have to basically test once I'm going to get the champion, more AoEs, etc. Once I'm going to get a soul for the champion, because I already have the champion. Now, of course, there will be tons of different events going on at the same time. Honestly, I can say that we have tons and tons of different events going on. So let's start with the very first thing. This Thursday, September the 19th, they're planning to launch a free gear removal event, reducing the amount of silver it takes to remove or swap artifacts and accessories to 100%. You're going to see a small pop-up right here where is my mouse next to FP, XP, starting from tomorrow. Now, this is without a doubt the best time to start rebuilding champions, the best time to start rebuilding teams for the Curse City, rebuilding things in general if you don't want to burn a lot of silver. I'll be honest, personally, I used from mistake those 2-3 hour free gear thingies that we're getting from the Curse City, and I end up in just wasting millions and millions of silver every single week just moving gear around on different champions when I'm trying to do different stupid things for videos, So my silver count is going under 100 million, and this didn't happen for probably 4 years or so. So I'm definitely feeling that that silver going down constantly, Leaving all that on the side, of course, you're gonna probably want to rebuild most of your teams if you are looking to do so. We do have some other events. Now, this comes kind of like with a bit of a warning, a bit of an advice for you guys. We do have the event dungeon that is still going on for 5 more weeks, okay? After, I have no idea when they will reopen this dungeon again. It might be in 2 months after it might be in 5, it might be in 6, it might be in 1 year. Honestly, no freaking idea. So the main thing is the following. Also, on Thursday, September 19th, they're planning to launch a 3x event for dropping speed gear from the Dragon Slayer. Hear me out. These events come every 6 weeks or so. This event will always be here. This event will not be time limited. So unless you are the biggest Kraken in the game that literally farms tens of thousands of energy every single day, you would probably want to invest whatever energy you have available into the event dungeon. Even if you're farming lower stages, just getting the accessories, getting a couple of different pieces that can boost your account to kind of like the next level, okay? The accessories are game-changing. 2 of them, 20 accuracy, 10% speed. It's going to be massive for pretty much every single account out there. Speed and accuracy, being the most important stats in the entire game. Then, this event will probably be on for 48 hours, because on Saturday, September 21st, they're planning to launch a 3x event on Savage Gear from the Fire Knight's castle. So what I would suggest you, because we will have events going on at the same time, tournaments, pardon my my French right there, we will have tournaments. Just farm enough to complete these tournaments, because you will have to do it if you want to get the Titan points, and go straight back at the event dungeon. If I would be free to play, I would not even farm masteries. I would not level up champions unless when I'm doing it in events, the rest of my energy would go in the Odin dungeon, the highest possible stage. Now, I've heard a lot of nonsense from people suggesting you guys to farm stage 20 to save 4 energy, and then you can go and complain on videos that your gear sucks because you've listened to the bad advice, okay? You've listened to a bad advice. You don't want to farm stage 20 no matter what. You want to farm the highest possible stage that you can farm to try and get better gear over saving 200 energy per event, and then get trash gear, okay? That's the number one advice that I'm going to give you. So, leaving all that on the side, this will last for 48 hours as well. And on Friday, September 20th, they are planning to launch a 2x event from Ancient Shards. This is something that we were expecting to happen. Now, we were wondering, where is the other faction Unity champion? We have 3 on the 10x today. We had 3 on the 10x yesterday, but we are missing Greer, right? And we were all wondering, where is Mr. Greer? Well, guess what? Greer is going to be the 10x on Friday and Saturday, so for 48 hours during the 2x on Ancient Shards, guys. So he will be part of that event. Honestly, I'm really not sure why they decided to put him from Ancient Shards instead of Legare Theox during a 2x or somebody else. Most likely because not everybody will be as interested to get this champion, you know. He's not bad, don't get me wrong. He can be very interesting with the Barbarians. I would like to get him personally. But I feel like some of the other ones are a bit better. So maybe they wanted to keep it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, easy to count for their events. So Greer, guys, basically with the A1, he has a chance to provoke. You are encountering this bad boy in the Odin event dungeon on stage 26 all the way to 30, if I'm not mistaken. And he is a pain, okay? He is the reason why your resistant team doesn't work. With the A2, attacks all enemies, decreases the duration of all enemy buffs by 1 turn, and increases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. Also places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns, equal to 20% of this champion's max HP. So nothing too insane out here, but once you're gonna go over to the A3 and the passive, you're gonna understand exactly why he's such a tricky pony. Places an increased attack and an increased accuracy on all allies for 2 turns. When you have 4 barbarians in the team, activates an instant turn effect on the ally with the highest crit damage. So that can be any damage dealer that you might have available in the team. With 3 barbarians in the team, so 3 in total, including himself, he will fill the thermometer of all allies by 20%. When he has another barbarian next to him, he will decrease the cooldown of all ally skills except this champion by 1 turn. So not only that's going to give you increased attack and increased accuracy, but he can make some very funky things with this skill. Then you have the passive. When attacked, has a chance to place a provoke. Super annoying in the Odin dungeon. Occurs once per hit. Then he will deal more damage to enemies under stun, sleep, fear, true fear, provoke, freeze, and petrification debuffs. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, this effect will only activate once. Then 2 faction allies. All allies will ignore 50% of the target's resistance when applying crowd control debuffs. That's why you cannot resist that stun, no matter what you're doing, okay? So that's why it's so nasty. Plus, the allies deal additional damage because of the very first part. And then when you have 3 faction allies, when counterattacking, instant effects and debuffs placed by ally skills cannot be resisted or blocked. So that's why they are such a nasty combo in the Odin dungeon, you know? So either way, guys, that's what we have in terms of events for this weekend. Keep in mind, if most likely we're not going to have for this weekend, as I mentioned before, personally, I'm 80% to 85% chance sure that we're gonna have Odin as the reward in this champion chase tournament. But I'm not 100% sure. And usually when I'm very, very sure I'm saying 95%, but this time around I'm a bit, they might surprise us. They might want to deplete the ancient shards as well before we're actually moving over to that champion chase. So everybody kind of like starts fresh. If that's not the case, I'm definitely going to open some ancient shards, but only enough to collect the 200 or the 150 Titan points we are going to get from there, and basically try to get a 5-star soul. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you prepared for a 2x on ancients? Are you willing to open them all even if you don't have that champion chase going on? It's very hard to win a champion chase tournament, but every now and then you might get lucky with an easy bracket, and you might be able to win it. I decided to just burn this summon rush, so I went all the way to 4,500 points. Sorry, and I've got the 200 hammer points from here. So then I have a bit of a peace of mind with the rest of the events, in case if the next summon rush will be worse than this one. As usual, appreciate all of you guys watching. If you enjoyed the content, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.